everybody, to Coffee with Colby. We're excited to be here with you on Saturday morning, although obviously it's not Saturday morning.
Shh, it is.
It is, yeah. So we're here with Colby. Colby, how's it going, man?
Going well. How are you?
Doing all right. I'm a little embarrassed, I guess. No, I'm just blushing. I'm very red. I was.
Got some sun today.
My goodness, I got some sun today. We were playing some disc golf with a couple of other youth minister friends of mine. One who's actually about to move and everything. So just enjoyed that time together. And
Fun.
I think I'm going to be playing some basketball tonight. So
You're going to get a good workout.
getting a workout, man. I need to find the aloe vera, though. That's for sure. So how's your day been?
That's good. I've been unpacking my office and putting my books out and
It's
my
looking
toys
good.
out. I refuse to count because I'm not sure I want to know whether I have more books or more toys.
That's true. I did notice quite a few that I really like. I like all the Star Wars, that's for sure.
Yeah, I love my
Big
Star
fan.
Wars Legos and.
But actually, I mean, with all the cool toys here, one thing kind of stands out to me.
Yeah.
It's this little hippo guy here. Is there
little
a
hippo.
story behind that?
Yeah, I was preaching in Iowa, and I hadn't been there long, just a couple of years, and 2007, 8, 10, somewhere in there. I'd have to think back, but anyway, this guy came from India and visited our church, and he was from India, and he was a Christian. He was a member of the Church of Christ in India, and he was working for Microsoft, and they had a fairly decent sized office in Des Moines, and were building new ones, and they had brought him over. I think he was there about 6 months for some like management training-ish stuff. I mean, we had some conversations. I don't know exactly. I mean, but his English was very good, and he was a very intelligent guy when it came to technology. So he was fairly high up in the Microsoft ranks as far as, especially in India. And so they brought him over to be in Des Moines for 6 months to do the whatever he was doing. But he came bearing gifts, and that's actually
cool,
how he
man.
said it. I bring you gifts from India, and as, for me as the preacher there in Des Moines, like I want you to have this, and
That's awesome.
cool little hippo. I think it's ebony, which is it's pretty well carved for ebony. Ebony doesn't carve that well, so it's a pretty cool little. It's light and hard, so I think it.
It's pretty awesome.
I forget what he said about it specifically, but I don't remember the conversation. But other than he was being very hospitable, KT. He was, he had come to America and bear gifts for the church for his brethren over here.
That's cool.
He had a wife and a kid, and they were a really neat little family. And
They still live there, do you know?
no, they went back to India.
Gotcha.
So they were there about 6 months. But yeah,
That's
I've
awesome.
had that little hippo because he gave it to me as a gift. And
I love it, dude. And like I said, I think all the toys and stuff are really pretty cool. But that definitely stands out to me because it's just it's very different.
it is,
I like it.
in
That's
contrast to the Darth Vader above it. So
Yeah, and we were kind of talking about it earlier. Do you feel like there's a bit of a structure to your books right now, or is it just kind of what looks all right?
I put them where I like them.
Yeah.
And where I know where to find them. This is generally how I had it mostly organized, both in Iowa and Oklahoma as well. I've got my Christian education books here.
Right.
My Church of Christ history books there.
There you go.
I've got New Testament, commentaries and reference works here, and Old Testament over there behind you more.
Right.
Some kind of just off the shelf kind of Christian book stuff here. A little bit deeper theological stuff here. So.
Right.
I kind of know, but I will say, if you want to come by my office and have a cup of coffee with me,
Absolutely.
and I'm here. I'm not going to be here much next week because we're actually taking some loads and moving some stuff into a storage unit. But when I have a more established schedule, I would love for you to come in my office and maybe get a little bit more furniture to sit in. It's a little bit bare now, but in the other parts you're not seeing. But I would say I like people to stop by, and I'll make you a cup of coffee, and you can tell me, Colby, it's way too strong. You can tell me that sometimes, but I'll make you one anyway, and you can see how well you like it. And we even play a game of chess.
Yeah.
If you like, I got this chessboard just a little while ago as a parting gift from a member up in Oklahoma. It's
I like it, man.
hand carved stuff. It's really nice.
Is this technically Robin Hood?
It's supposed to be. Yeah.
I like how you set me over here with the.
Yeah, you're the evil.
The evil side.
You are the evil bishop. Holding his bag of money because that's all he cares about.
Oh, I didn't even notice that. That's cool.
Kind of like from the Prince of Thieves movie. That bishop that dies a fairly gruesome death in that movie.
Well, I guess I got the red to show it.
But I've got Friar Tuck. I've got the bishop with a canister of mead right there. So.
That's awesome. Well, this is really cool.
It is.
We
pretty
might
cool.
have to play some chess after this and let you beat me. But, awesome. Well, cool. Well, is there anything you'd like to share this week as we get ready for worship? I know right now, at least, hopefully, if you're watching this at home and everything, hopefully the online worship is still being useful for everybody that's staying at
while
home.
we're doing it,
obviously, these videos are very supplemental, but we hope they go a long way to help. And so, is your sermon online the same as your one in person still? Are you going to continue
Same
that?
topic.
Okay.
Yes. But not the same words verbatim by any means.
Certainly.
But same theme.
Right.
And this week's theme is It's My Last Sermon.
What? Is there something you haven't told me?
I like to preach my last sermon multiple times.
Yeah.
So it was going to be my first sermon here before all this coronavirus stuff hit.
Right.
And then things got changed, and my first sermons ended up online, and even now, some people are home, some people are in person, which we're all just trying to make it through this. Absolutely. But I thought, well, okay, Colby, dig it out, throw it out there, and I hope to be here many, many, many years, and over those years, I hope to preach this sermon that I'm going to preach.
That's cool.
Many, many, many times, and not the same exact sermon, different.
Yeah.
I was about to hit play up there.
Right.
Time again, everybody listen up. No, I form it differently and use different stories and make different points, but it's based on the same passage, and that passage is the greatest command. Love the Lord your God with all your heart, soul, and mind. Love your neighbor as yourself. So I think that one we'll preach many times. And
definitely.
If there's one sermon I would want to leave you with, on the day I do retire, maybe, like Gerald or whatever, I would want it to be my last sermon that you remember me by. So you'll hear it a few times, but it's my last sermon.
Yeah.
So it just, that's
Do you title it that every time
I do,
you preach it?
Every time I kind of say, time for my last sermon again. You're going to hear that some.
That's cool.
And it'll be different, but it'll all be based on that passage of what it means to love God and love each other, because obviously Jesus said that's the most important.
Yeah.
If he thinks it's the most important, I kind of think I should think it's the most important. So
definitely. Well, I know we've kind of talked about it before and everything, and obviously I haven't heard you preach it yet, at least not this rendition.
Yeah.
But I can't help but think that's so fitting even right now, where I'm excited to see how you kind of take it, and maybe how you take it in slightly different routes for those who are worshiping online with us versus those who will be here in person, because I think that's cool to think about, is like, man, how do we do that right now? Is we're physically somewhat separated, but
and that's tough, and the application is somewhat tough right now. Right. I guess my focus for this particular rendition is more the attitude behind it, kind of just reminding ourselves, hey, we can worry about little stuff, but let's remember it's little stuff, because everything is underneath that big umbrella of love God, love each other. So kind of just as hopefully I intend it to be take a deep breath, remember what's most important, what God cares about most, and all the other stuff is little stuff. Kind of that phrase, don't sweat the small stuff, and it's all small stuff. Except when it comes to loving God, love each other. That's the only big stuff we got.
That reminds me of a phrase, it's all small potatoes. I love that.
Yeah.
It's not a big deal. And
even this coronavirus is, when it's all said and done, it'll be said and done, and we'll still, and the thing God still will want from us is love God, love each other.
Right, which, Another question for you. I know this is going a little longer. I hope everybody's as interested as I am to talk about this because I think it's good. But, I've kind of heard it said maybe that during this time, there's a lot less, I wouldn't want to say fighting per se, but there's a lot less, arguing over the small stuff because
there has been, I think, in some ways.
It's kind of like maybe brought to light what is important.
Yeah, yeah. At least, I mean, I think I've seen some healthy dialogue, in lots of circles. I'd say the whole economy or safety has not always been healthy, kind dialogue. People have gotten pretty upset about that issue, and I understand. I mean, it's a lot's at stake, obviously, and passions run high and tempers flare, but even with that, and I don't even know where I stand on that. People have their strong opinions. I don't know if I have an opinion yet. I'm still trying to figure it out. But
I didn't go to medical school.
That's the thing. Like I just don't know. But one thing I do know,
absolutely,
is God wants me to love Him and love each other.
Absolutely,
and they go together. And that's what this sermon this coming Sunday is about. And
I like it.
Be prepared. I hope you like it because you're going to hear it again.
Hopefully,
until it's my last sermon.
Hopefully, we enjoy it every time it comes around, and maybe we can critique you and say, "Oh, you changed this." That'd be good.
Keep a log of whether I'm getting better or
absolutely. Man, well, thank you so much for taking the time. I know, I guess for those of you who may not know or maybe hadn't caught it yet, right now you're still kind of figuring out a schedule of everything with this transition.
Mm-hmm.
So
commuting and being here when I can be here, and like I said, we're still waiting to close on the house next week.
Yeah,
covered your prayers that goes smoothly and no hiccups. But after that, I should settle down to somewhat of a regular routine of being here the first part of the week, and until we find a house. And some people are saying, "Do you mind if I look for you?" I will say I will take whatever. If you've got a house that you want to pass along, I'll appreciate whatever input you want to give, and until we find one, obviously. So I mean, I don't. Somebody asked me, "Am I meddling in my business?" I meddle all you want because I'm looking for a house. Right. So I might not go with the house you find per se, but I want all the options I can get. So if you've got an idea, or you know somebody or something, or you see something. You want to pass it on, by all means, text me, email me, call me, whatever. Let me know, and I'll take it all into consideration and hopefully find a place soon.
And I'm praying for that because, like I said, I know it's not easy to preach 2 sermons, and you're doing it kind of on a limited work week of, I'd say limited work week. You're certainly working.
Yeah, well, being here, though, in this.
Exactly.
It's... I got to get a certain amount done while I'm here,
right?
So that I can work on the other stuff from home potentially.
Definitely, man. I guess it's going to be even weirder for you whenever you do get in that early week routine. Man, you might be preaching a sermon on a Tuesday or Wednesday, and people won't see it till Sunday. That's going to be tough.
Yeah,
man.
This whole thing has come with its weird, unique stuff, and you know that too because you've been doing it as well.
Hey, we're getting through it, man.
Getting through it.
And,
loving God,
hopefully
loving each other.
We're improving through it. Hopefully we come out of this better. So,
come stop by, look at my office.
Absolutely.
You can ask me about my toys or my books or whatever you want.
Y'all don't even see all of it.
No, there's more.
There's more than this. This is cool though. Man, I'm glad that it feels like you're kind of more here.
I feel better over this. This makes me feel a lot better. Like, okay, now I'm here.
Yeah.
And my stuff is here, and that's the way I want it, and
Yes.
So this makes me feel better.
Cool. Well, hey, thanks again, and
thank you, Casey.
Thank y'all for watching.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I'm gonna let Colby beat me in chess now. So I pray that y'all have an awesome weekend. Have a happy Memorial Day weekend. Stay safe. Try not to get nearly as much sun as I did. We look forward to seeing you Sunday, either online or in person. So have a blessed weekend.
Yep.